What's going on, guys? It's Cannon Player here, and welcome back to another episode of Cars for Sale Simulator. It's been a couple days since my last video on the channel. I was planning on uploading a video yesterday, but my microphone stand, it's been broken for a while, but the piece that breaks always turns up, and I can always put it back together, but I lost the piece, and I thought since it was Amazon Prime Day, I'd just buy a new one anyway. So I finally got that in. Decided to record another Cars for Sale video. The next video it will be an ARC video. Since we've now reached level 100, we have a lot of new things we can do. Yeah, so of course, starting off every episode, I'm also recording these a bit differently. Usually, I did the rest of the stuff on stream, so my commentary was live. But for some of the Cars for Sale clips, I played it offline because I really started enjoying the game, and I couldn't wait to stream. So I kept playing the game offline. I made sure to record everything, but I just could never. I just couldn't hold myself to not playing it because I wanted to play it so much. So, yeah, I have everything recorded. You saw we bought another box truck in the last episode. That was our main reason that we weren't broke anymore. Was us buying the box trucks and making a couple $1,000s off each transaction. Since we can barter, we can even get more money on the box trucks. We can usually sell them for just under 7 grand. I think that's probably the max you can do, and that's just buying it and not even fixing it. We could probably get even more. But this is probably a good time to start. If you saw the thumbnail, obviously we are buying more expensive cars now because we have started to build up a little bit of money. Right now we only have 17,000, but later in the video you'll see that with the cars that we're buying, we can finally start buying more expensive cars. You can see our lot is full here. We have a couple cars, 2 service vehicles, and then 2 of the cheaper cars. And obviously our main goal here is just to sell them and get as much money as we can. However, not always as easy as it seems. The cheaper cars sometimes have a hard time selling, so we have to sometimes take lowball offers on that, and it doesn't always work out. The box trucks and stuff usually sell for a good price always, though, so I never have any problems with that. But yeah, this is probably a good time to bring up the fact that we started. I'm not sure if we started in this video, but in the future videos there will be clips of me buying cars and not selling them, because we finally got to a point where money is less of an issue, and we can kind of buy we could keep buying the cars we want, except for like the really high tier cars, which you have to have a lot of money to get all those. So yeah, we start building a car collection because my main goal with this series was to buy every car in the game and just have it, not sell it. I think at the end, once I've collected every car, which even now, I've played hours on this game. On Steam right now, I have 19 hours in the game, and I still haven't gotten every car yet. When this video is recorded, I probably had like 10, so like almost double the hours, and I still don't have all the cars. And there's a lot of cars in the game, and they keep adding more, so there will be more content on it in the future. But for right now, it's just the stuff I recorded. So it might be outdated by the time you watch this, or by the time we get to the end of the pre-record that I have done on the car series. But hopefully they keep releasing new cars and maybe more content on what to do with the cars, because I love being able to sell them. But tracks and stuff that you'd be able to drive. Um, I do think maybe I should try to upgrade the cars and then drive them around the little loop from the our office to the neighborhood, the whole circle around it, and try to see what the best times are for each car, because there is like a top speed test that you can do in the game, but that's essentially all it is. There's no like lap record stuff, which would be cooler because it not only tests the top speed, but it tests the cornering and and also the driving ability. You'll be able to see that I'm okay at driving, but obviously not the best. I'm also using keyboard, so driving is a little harder with something like that. But yeah, as we get farther in selling some of the cheaper cars, we get some more expensive cars, and we also start unlocking more and more perks from getting XP, which make everything so much easier. Washing cars, bartering, getting cheaper prices, and obviously you get XP from selling cars and also picking up trash and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to get it, but once you get to higher levels, it takes a lot longer to get the XP. In the earlier releases of the game, there were more scrap metal, but there's less scrap metal. But you can use that as well to get XP. Obviously, we finally bought a big car here. It was a Mustang. So that's probably our biggest purchase to date, I think. And that really gets the ball rolling for the rest of the episode here, because we only were, we were sub 20K at the start of this video, and now with buying the $30,000 Mustang, we can, almost probably double our money on it. Every day I like to go to the neighborhood and check out what kind of cars are there. We can afford some of the cars from the auctions, as well as the car meets now. They're not all super expensive, but all the Ferraris and other supercars are obviously too expensive for us right now. But in the next episode, you'll see that we can finally afford some of them. After breaching the $100,000 mark in the game, we could finally start affording some of the cooler cars. So you can see here we had our Mustang listed for $75,000, and we only bought it for $32,000. And just like that, we over doubled our money on the Mustang. So which it really shows that once you get to the mid-tier cars, you can start making like double your money, no problem. And it really helps you scale faster. So once we break the $100,000 mark, we'd start getting the higher tiers, like the cars that are 80 to 100,000, and start making almost double our money on those as well. And then once we scale up from there, we can keep going, and then we can finally buy the supercars. So you see we're over 100K already, but to just solidify it, because one bad car purchase at a higher price here, and we could be under 100K. We just really want to make sure that we keep going up on the money that we have. So we, of course, buy a couple box trucks. We go to the car market and we buy the car in the thumbnail, which is an Audi TT in real life, but it's, you know, has some different name in the game. And these are kind of like the Mustang, where they're worth a lot of. You can almost double your money, or over double your money on this sale of the car. So the mid tier sports cars are I think the cars for us that have the most margin. But of course, once you get to the higher value cars, the margin doesn't really matter because you're just moving, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars instead of $50,000, even though it was, you know, double the buy price that you sold it for. It was still only, you know, $50,000 that you got off of it. So. We're kind of having a blowout sale here. We have a mix of our cars here. Have a couple cheaper cars, and then of course we have our Audi and our box truck, and of course we're just trying to finish off the episode strong here by selling all the cars and seeing what our final valuation can be. We also, here's a quick snippet of the auction we went to. We didn't end up buying anything because nothing was, you know, in a good range for us or a good price at all. I didn't even bother to buy a ticket. But yeah. There were a couple, they're mostly family vehicles, so you can make some margins off those, but there were no really cool cars that we could buy there, and nothing that was, you know, catching my eye, of course. So to end the episode here, we still have 4 cars, 2 cars on sale, and then 2 that aren't in the shop. But we're ending off the episode strong with $171,000, having a big day with $145,000. Yeah, if you guys want to continue seeing these videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Peace.